In 2014, AFL Victoria for the first time introduced 5 VFL Multicultural Ambassadors. We have seen their work highlighted on the field. It is time now to learn about the players off the field as well.
I guess cultural awareness and self-identity is something that I'm really hoping to get out of the people I interact with and the programs that we initiate, and using the game as a form of social inclusion, but also for a form of social acceptance as well. So that's first and foremost the things I'm looking forward to getting out of the game, is promoting that awareness and identity and equality.
Yeah, I thought it was a really interesting opportunity to get involved in, and get out to the wider community and the multicultural communities, and really get the game out there and promote the game. I understand that the VFL lists are comprised of more multicultural players every year, so it's about promoting the game in those places. So I guess I wanted to get in touch with the community and do my part to get the game of AFL out there.
Yeah, obviously it's a new role and it's an exciting role for myself and the other guys that are involved in it. What I'm looking to get out of it is just getting to know new people, getting to know new cultures, and working with them and hopefully growing our great game of Australian rules football.
I think it can, because like a lot of people from multicultural backgrounds, they find it a lot easier making friends when they play. Like, say for instance, like a lot of people from multicultural backgrounds don't really play footy, and it's tough. It's hard at school and stuff to make friends because most of your mates will they'll be playing footy and stuff. So it makes it a lot easier when they all like come together and play footy. So then you all do the same thing on the weekend.
Look, footy clubs are just like big families, really. Sort of once you come through your junior football and the friends and the mates that you make through that journey, you just love your time so much. So
sport needs to go away from just on field and off field now, and look at other inclusive environments away from the football field, and where people feel welcoming, and that's where I think sport really can have its best impact now. I think enough of who kicks the goals and all that stuff. It's more which environment do players actually love to come to and feel safe and feel inclusive, and that's the role sport can make. It goes beyond now allowing them to kick goals. It's sort of just creating a welcoming environment, inclusive environment where they actually feel equal, and I know sport can do that, and I think that's what's inspiring. It's one of the great universal languages of the world. There's just mass opportunity.
Jimmy Toompa Squad is a great initiative. Obviously it encompasses an ideology where lots of people from different cultures come together to develop, not only as a person, but to develop in the sport of AFL. I think it's a great initiative, and we're going to be able to assist in that. So that's going to be a great story, and that's not the only squad that is currently being developed. There's also other squads. So things like that are starting to progress and develop. Looking forward to being in things like that.
Yeah, through the program I've been able to meet Tong, a young Sudanese fella who's come along and he's been doing some work in the Shepparton area. He's playing footy and loving it, learning a lot, making a lot of new friends. There's also some employment opportunities for him and stuff like that. So it's just a great way to show what ways there are to be involved in footy and just the opportunities that I said that it provides.
It'd have to be Aliyah, place for Sydney. And growing up in a refugee camp in Africa, in Kenya, and with his family, migrated to Australia and to make AFL, that is a very good story.
for me, probably Basha Hooley. I was lucky enough to play sort of under 16, under 18 state footy with him, and I just think he's a great role model for the community.
I just enjoy seeing, multicultural background players enjoy the game and feel like they aren't just a number. But there's a player at Northern Blues at the Kerr. He first come down to the club and he, we got along well, and he was saying his name was Abraham, and I said no, like I knew his real name because he told me at one stage. I said, why don't you start using your real name? And he said, I just don't feel, I'm not too sure if it will be accepted or not. And I just spoke with him to sort of, what do you want to be called? And when he looked at me and was like, I want to be called my real name. I don't want to use my other version. And I said, we'll use it. And when he he had an opportunity to speak to the group, and when he spoke, it was very inspiring, very powerful. And it wasn't just like a sort of joke and like, just use my name if you want. It was, this is myself. This is my self-identity, my self-worth. So use my name, use my real name. And again, it went further where our whole group just embraced it. And from there, it was just like very inspiring, very uplifting. And I've got a lot of respect for him. And